Wizards of the Coast definitely thinks that they're on to something. Now in today's video we're going to discuss what's going wrong with Modern Horizons 3 and why so many players are not buying the product. Tomorrow is the official spoiler day to start out with Modern Horizons 3, the official kind of day they start showing us everything. But we've been seeing leaks now for countless weeks. We know a lot of the cards, so much that Wizards of the Coast had to change the game plan. So now that we've seen so much, what is there left to see? And why would players want to buy the product as a sealed item? Welcome back everyone. MTG Moxman here, and thank you again for hanging out with me on my channel today. A reminder guys, if you enjoyed today's content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notification bells. New content comes out every single day. And when you subscribe and turn on that notification bell, you're going to see this every single day. I'm coming at you with more magic information. So, what's going on? Well, with Modern Horizons 3 getting closer to the release date, and with the official spoiler week about to start for this product, we've already seen countless mythics and rares from the set. So much so, we're probably over the 50% mark now. Now, they've given us new cards like I'm showing you in the background here. You've got the amazing Kozilek, you've got the Titan of Fury, and some players may be impressed by these. Some players may be shunning them, saying this is complete garbage. But either way, it's not what we're anticipating. It's not what players really wanted to see. Yes, they like the idea of the Eldrazi Titans coming back. They like the idea of Elder Giants coming back into play and having a good lark on all the old nostalgia that we used to enjoy. But that doesn't mean that there's enough value there to go out and just buy these cards as a sealed product, hoping to get individual cards. What you're going to see is the singles market just continue to dominate and continue to flow through with these products. That means stores that do box openings are likely going to do very well for the first week or two, and so will individual sellers on TCG Player. But what you are more likely to see after those few weeks goes by is the market start to dry up. Where's the continuity in continuing sales? What drives future sales is the availability of product and the price point. And right now you're going to have the availability of products, but you're not going to have the price point to get players to buy, because although you have some okay cards and some mediocre cards and a few fabulous cards, that doesn't mean that players want to spend hundreds and hundreds of dollars on a chance at an amazing card when they can just go out and pick up the card. And the closer we get and the more cards we've seen, it's like Wizards of the Coast has tipped their hand. They've shown us everything they've got. Like, look here, we're playing. Can you see? Can you see how awesome my hand is? But you're not feeling like it's awesome. You're feeling like, well, it's okay. It's not the worst hand. But it definitely doesn't mean that I'm going to just give you all my money. I'm definitely going to play this out and see where you go with it. Because if things go our way, we're going to see products end up getting discounted. And if it doesn't go our way, maybe one or two cards spike up in value. Either way, we as the players win with patience. We win because we didn't buy a sealed box and take a chance on something when we know most of the cards inside the set and there's no driving force now, unless it's a card that you're going to fit into one of your decks you're building, or a deck you've already constructed and this offers some kind of synergy. And that means, yes, you'll buy one or two cards, maybe even 10 cards out of the set. How do I know? But I can see it myself going, there's like 5 cards I'd like to get. 5 cards out of hundreds. And there is the mistake. These leaks have cost you the hype train, Wizards of the Coast. These leaks have actually done more damage than you realize. Yeah, the players have got to suss everything out. They've got to look at the synergy that you're offering us. And because we've had time to look at it, time to mull things over like a fine wine and go, how does this actually going to work? And which of these cards are actually going to connect? With that kind of time frame in mind, it takes away from the hype train. It takes away from the FOMO event of people running out and buying boxes in a surge of adrenaline at the excitement of release. This is something that I don't think they can really fall back on in the future. I think they're going to have to keep a lot tighter controls on their products so their spoiler days actually matter. I mean, this kind of quality control and these many leaks coming out, either they're planned or unplanned, depending on how you look at it. Wizards of the Coast may have engineered this thinking they were going to come out ahead. This could be a great idea from the marketing team. We've been hashing this out as some kind of tinfoil hat theory that they've done it on purpose for years to build up the hype train. But again, it's a different market space. It's a different world we're living in, and it's not likely going to pay off. I mean, let's take a closer look at these cards. Let's take a moment to look at these cards, which Wizards, of course, is betting on players wanting to own. Kozilek, the Broken Reality, a 9 casting cost 9/9 legendary creature eldrazi, who's a mythic. When you cast this spell, up to 2 target players each manifest 2 cards from their hands. For each card manifested this way, you draw a card. And it says other colorless creatures you control get +3/+2. The problem with a card as big as this is unless he's going to be a game-ending event for you, he has no protection. He doesn't come in with ward. He doesn't come in with he can't be targeted. He has no protection as a creature type, so he's going to die in a horrible way. With simple spells, simple things nowadays have allowed us to take out big monsters like this, so you can't depend on them for value. You can't depend on these cards being worth a lot of money because there's nothing keeping them there. There's nothing saying this is going to stick on the battlefield, and Wizard of the Coast has not whittled out these cards, so they're still available. Which means Kozilek here is kind of a sitting duck, unless you've got everything set up just so. Now, Flange, or Flarge, or whatever, the Titan of Fury, he looks impressive, doesn't he? You got something here. He's a lightning helix, okay? He is 1 red, 1 white, 1 generic, and he's a legendary creature, Elder Giant. When Flange enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless it escaped. Remember the old escape mechanic? But whenever Flange enters the battlefield or attacks, it deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. It's Lightning Helix. It's great. It's a kind of a cool little combo card. And then, of course, to escape it, you got to exile 5 cards from your graveyard. So you can use it once, goes to your graveyard later in the game. I get it. You're going to recast this thing, or you're going to find a way to like bounce it and bring it back multiple times. Who knows? I'm sure there's some shenanigans that players can get up to with a card like this. But is it going to be worth $20, $30, $40? Is it a $5 card? Is it a $2 card? Again, what's protecting this card? What makes it good? Because after it goes to a graveyard, I don't know if you guys haven't noticed, but it's actually not that difficult to just exile somebody's graveyard, to make that graveyard go away. It's just the way the game is now. The speed in which we play this game means high-value target cards better do a lot, or they're just not going to have the value kind of initially behind them. If we see cards that spike up later on, that makes sense. You know, the cards had a bit of a play, people see how the card turns out, and then the value naturally accumulates based on the meta in which it's played in. But when we look at these cards on face value, you better not buy it straight out unless you know that this card is going to be worth it. Because those cards, to me, they're okay. They're nice cards. I would like to have them, but I'm not willing to crack a sealed box of product to get them. Now, if you guys haven't seen this yet, now I did a price video the other day, and I've updated that video with the most current pricing as Amazon reduces their prices. If you go there and look in the description of the video for price drop, you will see I've updated the video to give you guys an insight to how they're dropping their prices from the beginning to where we are now. And I'll continue to do so as we get closer to the release date. But in case you missed the most recent one, they're down to $378 a box, okay? That's minus 25% from that original $504 or whatever they tried to charge. These are in US dollars. But when you look at this price, when you look at this box for 12 packs, in today's economy, are you willing to go out there and spend that money hoping for a big hit? Or could you just take the $378, that's right, 378 bucks, and just buy the cards you want? Could you just physically take the same money, get all the cards you want, and have money left over? Because that is likely what a lot of players are thinking right now. As Wizards tips their hand forward and we see all these spoilers, all these leaks, they may have intended something that's not really working out for them. And that is players turning away from the sealed boxes. I've already heard of a whole bunch of stores who've been getting some cancellations. Now, some stores are still allowing it. Other stores I know have said, once you've bought it, the pre-order is locked in. That's the way it has to be because we had to use your money to directly buy the boxes. Not to mention, we had canceled orders on a whole bunch of those Commander decks just like a week and a half ago. I haven't heard anything about those. This is just collector boxes for this one, not even the play booster boxes. Players canceling orders because they've now seen so many cards, they realize I don't need these cards. I'm canceling out now, taking my money and buying singles. I'll even take store credit so I can buy the cards I want to get, and that way they still feel as if they're, I'm still supporting my LGS, I'm still spending money, but I'm not buying a box for a random chance at cards now that I've seen most of the cards in the set. Either way, guys, this is something players need to be aware of, because this game plan might be something new that Wizard of the Coast wants to try it with this many leaks, but it's not going to work. It's not going to hold water, and you're going to have more people bailing out the closer we get if there's nothing that really grabs that player base. It's interesting. It's fascinating to watch it all unfold, but I think we're going to find that it's just something Wizard of the Coast can't walk back. Guys, thanks a lot for hanging out with me on the channel today. Don't forget to go ahead and drop some comments in the comment section. And you know what? Thanks a lot for stopping by the channel. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for another video. Have an awesome day today. Shop smart, shop as smart. And don't forget, Necronomicon, page 105. A shout out and thank you to the fantastic patrons and supporters of this channel. That's everyone on my Patreon, to my YouTube membership members. Thanks again for supporting this channel in such a fantastic way. Because of you guys, daily uploaded content is made possible. It allows the Moxman to do what he does. So thanks again, guys. I will see you tomorrow with another video. Okay, we're here at the end, the unscripted version. For anyone who saw my live stream and you made it this far into the ramble jamble wondering how it worked out, I have a very sore stomach. I made dinner for everyone. I made some homemade fettuccine alfredo. I made fall off the bone ribs. And I made some smash burgers. And I didn't eat any of it. Still sore. Still contemplating life. I may even leave the live stream up overnight, which I wouldn't normally do, just so people have a chance to watch it and just have a gas, just like I did, because that was horrible, but it was so much fun. So thanks again, guys. Thanks for being here. Ramble Jamble on. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go to sleep, and hopefully this will all go away. See you soon.